Hey everybody, it's Rachel. Thanks for watching this video. In this video I got some crafty stuff that I need to get out of my craft room. So let's go ahead and get started. I thought I was recording. I thought I hit that record button. It turns out I did not. So I started the video, or so I thought, and I started the weeding process. So you're going to see it partially weeded. So let me bring it in. I was checking to make sure I was still filming, and because I'm always afraid that what just happened, like I would go through an entire craft or entire video and not have the record button on, and that's what happened. So anyways, I'm gonna start it now, and I already started the weeding process. In fact, I'm gonna fast forward this because this is already kind of giving me a lot of trouble, so when I get to this we'll fast forward. But I do want to say I need a nice little sign near my entry, and I found this sign, which is great. It's all done for you. You don't have to do anything. It's already stained and have that white paint there, and I got it on clearance at Michael's for $7, so I call that a major win. Okay, so I will also tell you guys, when I was weeding earlier, I missed somehow I missed the dot to my eye, so I'm actually going to use a marker and add a little dot to that. I'm not even going to try to save it because it's all wrinkled up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the video and get to weeding this. Alright, finally got that weeded out, and whew, that was a little bit of a testament to my patience. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mentioned as well, I thought I was recording. I didn't have to, but I chose to use the Smart Material, the Cricut brand, and I prefer to use Tech Wrap because they have really good vinyl, but I didn't want to use my large mat, and I just went ahead and used my Smart Iron-On, or my Smart Vinyl. So that's what I ended up doing. That's alright. Okay, so just weeding out the remaining middles. Just looking at this before I throw this away, I'm going to look to make sure that I have everything. So it says the best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. Now I'm bringing in my Cricut Joy Extra transfer tape. This was not cut from the Cricut Joy Extra. It was actually cut through my Explore Air 3, and just because I would have cut it through my Cricut, I would have cut it through my Joy Extra, but I didn't have black and I wanted to use black, so I ended up using my Explore Air 3, but this is the exact width of transfer tape using their Cricut Joy Extra transfer tape. And I find with their Smart Materials, which I really like the fact that you don't have to use a mat, but it is really hard to work with. But I do find that using their transfer tape with their Smart Material really does make a world of a difference. Perfect. A little bit of a bubble, but that's alright. Got it. Alright. Then I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to try to put this down without any air bubbles. So we'll see how that goes. Perfect. Bringing in my scraper tool, I'm going to go ahead and scrape this down. At the time of me filming this video, you guys, it is currently August, and I know that Christmas is literally, I think at the time this video is getting released, like 3 days away, 4 days away, something like that. And and I'm currently making this video in August. Well, I'm starting in August anyways, because I have this board that I'm putting this on, and it needs to get out of my craft room because I got to make way for the fall crafts and Halloween crafts. So I needed to get this out of my craft room. I'm just scraping this down just a little bit more. Anyway, so I'm starting this video now just to get it done. I don't know if I'll finish it in August, but this one piece needs to get out of my craft room. So I might be making this video in 2 different times. So kind of weird to have this talk about Christmas being 4 days away. My goodness. How did your Christmas craft go, since I'm thinking about it? Did you make a lot of crafts for your family and friends? I know last year I made a lot of Christmas crafts for my friends and family. I probably will be doing the same thing again this year. I'm going to bring in my blank. Well, you guys would have already seen it by now, right? It's being 4 days away from Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to place this in the center. And I apologize, I might be going off of the camera here. I think I can go up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try to... don't know how I want to approach this. I can use the parchment paper, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to scrape that down really good. You know, an alternative to using... oh, sorry for that noise. The alternative to using vinyl, because this was a lot. I hate really, as much as I love creating them, I don't love applying vinyl to a large sign. And so what I normally do is I try to use iron-on. Now the reason why I opted not to do iron-on, because iron-on you can move it and not have problem. One of the things, the reason why I did not do that, for 2 reasons. One, I want to reuse this sign. 2 is because this has like a little bit of a textured finish. I want to say textured. I don't know what kind of finish it is, but I know that because this is not exactly smooth, you have more wiggle room. There's certain surfaces like acrylic, a mirror, certain type of wood, certain type of finishes, you don't have any wiggle room. But with this type of finish, the Michaels frames, they have this, like, I don't know, like almost chalky finish, and you are able to move it. That's why I ended up not doing iron-on, or I would have more than likely. I mean, I have enough blanks and I really don't need to spare myself from saving my blanks, but I really do like this one and I wanted to keep it. So that's the one thing that you need to learn as a crafter, which type of surface you have wiggle room, so that way you know, like, you can move it a little bit even if it's on there. This one I was able to move it while it's on the board because of this textured finish, this chalky finish. If you're not an experienced crafter and you are very new to that, new to crafting, I would not play around with that concept just yet, meaning, you know, seeing if you can move it around or, you know, what type of finish. Get to know your surfaces first, and then you'll learn, you know, what type of surface you have wiggle room and what type of surface you don't really have wiggle room for. And see, you can tell on this, there is just a film. I don't know if you guys can, but there is definitely a film on it. And that's what I'm talking to you, or that's what I'm telling you guys. Because of that little film that's on this is why I knew I had that wiggle room. So even if I put it on there, I knew it wasn't going to stick. Now, you are running a risk always when you do that, so just be mindful of that as well. But there we go. What a great start, even though I forgot to hit the record button. What a great craft to start off the video. So let's go ahead and move into the next craft. So I found these keychains at Hobby Lobby, and I believe you get 6 of them for $2.79, and I thought it would be kind of cute to craft with these keychains for my key ring. Let me go ahead and get one open. Now, what's cool about these is you can go ahead and paint the back of it and kind of give it that brush look, and then that would be really cute. But I thought that I would just go ahead and apply some vinyl to it and then just call it a day. And I saw this file, and I'll be sure to link that file in the description box below, but this is just so me and my driving abilities. And it just says Fast Lane Club, because that is me to a T. If anyone knows me and my driving, I am not one to drive below the speed limit, and this is just definitely describes me to a T. My transfer tape, just going to find a little piece that is going to fit this, and I think this will. Yep, this is perfect. So then I'll just go ahead and give this a good old cut. And we'll put this aside because I don't need the transfer tape right now. So I can just move that over here. And then what I'm going to do is clean this off. Bringing in some rubbing alcohol. And give this a good old clean. Probably should have done this first, but that's alright. Now, I don't think it matters which side you put your decal on, only because, you know, I'm looking at this. Is this going to be too... Yeah, no, this is going to be perfect. Okay, so the reason why I was a little hesitant there for a second is because when I got the file and put it into Cricut Design Space, it was like 20 inches long. It was huge, and so I was really surprised that it made it so big. But so I just sized it down, and I kind of just measured within these little ripples here, and I think that just turned out just fine. Oops. And I believe this is just Tech Wrap vinyl. Okay. Bring in my scraper tool. Put that over. You know, it's been a while since I've had such a lengthy Cricut list. I'll be honest, I had to break this craft list, I should say, down into 2 different videos. Actually, I could probably break this down into 3 or 4 videos, but I thought, I don't know, I always enjoyed really long craft videos, and I don't know. So that's why I decided to break it into 2 different segments, because one is more of an organizational video, and the other one, this one is just more a miscellaneous type of crafts. So I think what I'll do is bring this up here, because it's going to be hard for me to put that on just laying it flat, and I apologize that you guys can't see it really well, but just easier that way. Okay. With these smaller pieces, it's really hard. And I have another one. I actually have a couple of them that are pretty small. I think I have 2 more projects that are really small pieces, and so it's just a little bit of a challenge to apply it to your blank. Okay, so I'm going to try to save this because I think I could reuse that for the other small projects. So there we go. That's what it says. So again, Fast Lane Club, very me, and I'll be sure to link this in the description box below so that way you guys can get it yourselves. Up next is this lunch bag that I got from Hobby Lobby. Go ahead and take that off. So I tend to carry, and I mentioned this in my craft haul video, I tend to carry cold stuff to my work. I have a little mini fridge in my office, but however, the problem of it is I work about 33 miles from where, or 33 minutes on a good day from where I live, but traffic is so bad it takes me about an hour, including dropping my daughter off to the sitters, which literally is like a few minute drive from my house. And that was my heat press. And cold stuff tends to get just a tad bit on the warmer side of things, And by the time I get home, I mean, it's not super warm, but it just, I'm a little weird about things sitting out of the refrigerator after extended time of period. And so I thought I would get this insulated lunch bag that I saw. Just let me open it up so you guys can see it. So you just have a little pouch here, and then you can put your cool stuff here, and there's a little pouch right there. So I thought it was super neat. Just the other day, I'm so upset. Yesterday I left work and for the weekend, and I left my cottage cheese in my mini fridge, and I wanted to bring that home and finish it up. I love cottage cheese. Am I alone in that? I absolutely love cottage cheese. I feel like everyone makes fun of me. I'll eat that for breakfast. Just the other day at work, I ate it for lunch because I forgot to bring my lunch, and it became, it became my my lunch. So just trying to get this positioned where I like it. It's a great source of protein, right? I think that looks good. I'm just using foil iron-on, and try to get this as smooth as possible. Now you could probably put some towel underneath here to give it stability. I probably should have done that now that I'm thinking about it. And I should have preheated this, but I was anxious to get this on here. So I'm just moving around. It's for 30 seconds, and I didn't mention this, but I am using medium heat. And just a little bit of pressure, but not too much because I don't want it to wrinkle up. Okay, so it's cooled down. I'm going to carefully lift this up and see how it's doing. I'm definitely going to hit this with my press again. I want to see if I can get this removed and then I'll put some parchment paper over it. There we go. So I have a little bit of a line here. Not sure what happened. I saw some little lifting on the arm, so I just want to hit my press with that one last time just to ensure that it stays on there really good. And then I'm just again moving it around, making sure that it gets hit in all of the areas, especially those edges. Sometimes I don't get those edges really good. I think that's good. So there you go. I do think that I have it a little too close to the right side, but that is nothing I can do about that at this point. I didn't realize that until way after the fact of me ironing it down. Pretty much when I was peeling it up is when I realized it. I've said this time and time again. I don't do perfection. That's what the store is for. That's not what I'm for. All right. I absolutely love it. I love how the foil is taking on the fabric style. So basically you can kind of see it's not smooth anymore. It almost looks like it was, you know, in the fabric, like sublimation is, for those who know what sublimation is, or infusible ink. You know how like it infuses into the fabric? Well, this actually kind of feels like it's like you really don't feel the difference between the iron-on and the fabric. So it actually feels like it was infused. Pretty cool. Found this cute little coin pouch. I think this was from Hobby Lobby. I'm looking at the side. You know what? I don't know if this is Hobby Lobby or this is Michael's. I think this might be Michael's. I don't know. I can't remember. I was thinking at first it was from Target, but anyways, it was from the summer and I just had it and I thought this would be super cute to give to my daughter to put things in there. I don't know if she'll put coins in there or whatever she'll end up wanting to put it on in the coin purse. So I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to get that all cleaned off. It's been sitting in my craft room all summer and it just needs to be out of my craft room, which is kind of the gist of this video, just getting the things out of my craft room because it's been sitting in the craft room for too long and been wanting to get this done. So I just typed in hearts in Design Space and found this cutie little design, and I love this vinyl. It's tech wrap. It's their pearl gosh, I can't remember, their pearl shimmer vinyl or something like that. I'll have a I do have an affiliate link listed below in the description box. I do make a small commission at no cost to you guys, but you do get a discount if you use my last name, Daily. So feel free to check that out. The link is listed below. If you're interested in this vinyl, I will go ahead and post it or pin it in the comment section or put it in the description box. So I was wanting to find something cute to add to this, but I kind of want to take advantage of this really retro design that I have on, or that's on the coin purse, I should say. So I found this heart, and I apologize, it was a little hard for you guys to see me weed it out just because it's white on white. Hopefully it wasn't too terrible or too terribly boring. I'm going to opt for the Tech Wrap transfer vinyl. I do think any other transfer tape will work fine, but sometimes with this textured vinyl, I do find that it's a little bit easier to use their transfer tape, and that is what we are going to do. So they're coming out with something new, and I'm really stoked about that. I saw it on Instagram, and so I immediately told the person who I work with and said, you guys need to send this to me. I need to bring it to my channel. And so I will be bringing that to my channel as soon as they send it to me. If I remember, I will link it below. Just scraping the front and back of it. Now I'm going to determine which side I want to be front and which side. Okay, this is, I think I'll have that as my front. It doesn't really matter, right? I probably should have done two so that it could be on both sides. But anyway, I wanted to find something that could take on, you could still see this cute little design. I guess that's where I was originally going to go. And anyway, so I found this heart, and I thought that would be kind of cool to add some more geometry to this little coin pouch. Okay, perfect. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see, but let me bring that up and see if you guys can see it. I probably might should have done a different color because I do feel like this is a little bit washed in with this design, but on when the light hits it, you can really see it. It's pretty cool. On this really pretty iron-on patch from Hobby Lobby, I tell you what, these patches are becoming all the rage, and I'm excited to continue to bring them to my channel. And I actually have quite a bit of them, and I have quite a bit of shirts only because my daughter has grown out of her 2Ts and she's into 3Ts, and I needed to give her some basic t-shirts that she can wear while she plays outside or goes to the sitter. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and preheat the iron to the cotton setting. So I'm going to turn on my heat press, my mini heat press, and then I think the medium setting is going to be just fine for that. And it says to position iron on right side up on the project, cover with a cloth, and press for 10 to 15 seconds. Turn project inside out and press the back side of the iron for 20-25 seconds. And then it says let iron on cool for 30 to 40 seconds, check for full adhesion, and repeat step 3 if needed. Simple enough. Alright, so I just found a basic shirt. Just a white shirt that just wanted something to pop. I'm going to lint roll it just so that way we can make sure that we have a good adhesion to the shirt. Okay. My mat is heat resistant, so I don't think I'm going to bring in the heat mat for this project. But if you don't have a heat resistant mat, then I would not advise you to do what I'm doing. Okay, peel that up. And then, oh, you know what? Let me preheat this real quick. It was so cute. My daughter is really getting into princess stuff, and my sister, I was up visiting my family, and my sister came by to my parents' house where I was staying after she got out of work, and she was wearing this really pretty dress, and my daughter says, "You're a princess. You are a beautiful princess." So I thought that was so sweet of her to say. And then the other day, my husband was talking to our daughter and said her name, and she goes, "That's not my name. My name is Aunt Sasa," because she was wearing her princess outfit. My sister has my daughter calls my sister Aunt Sasa, and her name is Vanessa, and so I guess she's kind of wanted to take on the, oh gosh, what I'm trying to say, take on the tradition of what I called my sister when I was growing up. So again, her name is Vanessa, and I couldn't say Vanessa there for a minute, and so I always called her Sasa, or that's what I called her when I couldn't pronounce her name. And so Vanessa really liked that, and she wanted to continue on with that cute little tradition. I'm going to bring in some parchment paper because I think parchment paper would just be just fine. And so I believe this said for 10 to 15 seconds. So we're not getting a full long 30-second press. So I'm going to hit it in a couple of different areas. And I guess I could have got my larger one, my heat press, but I have this out because I need it for another project. I should have done that just to be a little bit quicker. And so I'll just fast forward this portion and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so it cooled down. I do think, I'm just trying to feel for any lifting, and I don't feel, I guess I do right there. Yeah, I have just these little edges here. I'm going to hit it one more time, but I'll do that off camera, but because this is basically done. So there's that. I absolutely love this, and I think she will too. What do you guys think? Since my heat press is already out, I'm going to leave it on, and we're going to do another iron-on shirt. And I bought this shirt from Shien. It is absolutely, I love it. It's so nice and big, and it's so summery. And I know that it's not summer, but it's so the South, right? I've got the flamingos, and really, does it have to be summer for you to show off your flamingos? I don't know. I love flamingos. I'm so into them, and while it's cute on its own, I thought it would be super adorable to go ahead and add just a little bit of sparkle to it. And I totally guessed what we're going to do is we're going to add a little vinyl curved alongside her nose, or her beak. And full disclosure, I cannot tell where the cut is, so I'm going to waste a little bit of vinyl just because it was really hard for me to see where this is at, and I know that I'm going to be wasting just a little bit, but again, it was really hard for me to see, and I think I'm missing a little dot to my eye. Got it? All right. So I'm just going to be really careful not to peel back. I know I wasted some vinyl here, but I just don't want to cut this again. And I knew that if I would try to figure out where that vinyl ended, then I will cut the wrong part. I've done that before. So what I actually can do is to try to salvage this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I can simply, just because the Christmas season is coming up for me, and I know that at the time this video is coming out, I think, let me take a look here. So this video is coming out right before Thanksgiving, so the Christmas season is definitely upon us. This is currently, let's see here, it's currently August, midway through August, and I know that I'm going to need all this gold vinyl as much as I can, maybe even use it for some Halloween projects. Okay, so I was able to salvage that, so yay! I don't know how well it's going to cut. I don't know if it loses its stick once you kind of take it up, but yeah, I didn't get that perfectly straight. I'll have to work on that. Okay, let's move that to the side. Not going to be too worried about that. And then I'll go ahead and weed out my middles. It's so hard to see where the cuts are. Okay, got that. And look at that. Okay, that one. And then I'll get this last one. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Not coming out the way I need it to. So it just says Flamazing. I just thought that was super cute. And I added this little curve to it and in the font that I really like before I lay it down. I'm just going to lint roll this and I'm going to preheat this because this did get washed. And I want to again remove any type of moisture that may be on there. Try to get that nice and smooth. Okay. Perfect. And look how pretty that is with the pink. So my idea, oops, looks like I got a little bit of scrap right there. Don't want to get that ironed on, I'd be really upset. My idea was to, I don't know, I was thinking something like that. I guess I didn't get that curve really good, darn it. That would be cute, right? No, I don't like it there. I guess I could cut it out again, but I'm gonna make this work. You know, I like that. It looks good, right? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so I have my mini press on medium heat. I'm just gonna iron that on. Again, just moving it around. So hopefully this inspires you to look at your clothes a little differently. So for example, if you're having, you know, financially you're having a hard time and you can't really afford to buy any, you know, shirts that are blank and so you can add your own vinyl or, you know, whatever the case is, look at the shirts that you have and see what you can do to add it. Do you have a plain shirt? You can add a pattern to it. Do you already have a shirt that already has something on there? See what you can do. So that is, hopefully that inspires you to look at your clothes and see what you can, so that way, you know, you can have fun crafting and just add a little something different to make the wardrobe look a little different. So that's just an idea. And then I think that is good enough. Let me just hit that one more time. And then what I'll do is I'll flip that over to somewhere else and get that all cooled off. The time of me filming this video, it is, as I mentioned earlier, it is August and I still probably will wear this shirt even in the fall because truthfully our fall is not, doesn't hit us. I'm going to put this on there, but again, and just kind of hit that G a little bit. It doesn't really hit us until end of November, maybe December, but given that we live in an area that has palm trees and the beach, that the shirt still would fit in just fine. And besides, even if it doesn't, does it really matter, right? I don't know. Maybe to some people it does. Okay. And see, now that just looks like it's part of the shirt, right? I don't know. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're going to try that, looking at your wardrobe and seeing what you have and seeing what you can add. There's definitely some shirts that I'm thinking about doing, but I got other things I got to get done first. So maybe next year I'll look at my wardrobe, but I just got this shirt and when I saw it, I knew that I wanted to add this anyway. So I just put that in my craft room and now it's going to be back in my closet. One of my videos I crafted with my earbuds and I then took a trip and got on an airplane and someone needed me to get up so they can sit by the window and I forgot I had my earbuds in my hands, or not in my hands, but in the the pocket in front of you, and as soon as I got up I hit it and it knocked it over and then my earbuds just fell off or fell out of the little oh gosh, what do you call them, the little case for them. And so at that point in time I knew that I had to get a case for, so that way, because I'm clumsy like that, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get a little case. Now I'm gonna figure out how to open this thing. But anyways, I found this on Amazon. I'll link it below and I'll link the type of earbuds that I have, but I like this, that you can either put it around your wrist or you can use this little keychain. Either one will be fine. I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to clean the surface. If I had my earbuds, I can't remember, I brought them home from work. I usually I keep my earbuds at work just because a lot of times I'll listen to my phone when I'm grading papers or, you know, whatever I got to do in my office, and I don't want my students to listen to what I'm listening to, mainly just because I want to remain professional, and if I'm listening to something that, you know, some people may not agree, like a political view or whatever the case is, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, so that's why I always put my earbuds in. And my office is right next to the lab as well, so, you know, if their students are working on their drawings and I'm jamming out to some music. I like to listen to music in fact, when I was in school and I was drawing, I would always listen to music. It just helped me concentrate. And then when I was working in the industry as a drafter for an architect, I would put my headphones on and draw. It was so much fun. I miss those days. I miss being able to just go to my computer and focus on my drawings that I gotta work on. Whereas now I don't do that anymore, right? I don't draw anymore. I teach it, I draw a little bit, but not like I used to. And yeah, that used to be fun. It was stressful. But would I get back into the industry? No, it was really stressful working in the industry. It is stressful at my job, don't get me wrong. It has the stressors, but not as stressful. At least maybe because the architect I worked for, he was demanding. Okay, got that done. I just did my monogram because if you guys remember from that video, I did a bunch of hearts, so I didn't want to repeat that pattern again. And I'm using white. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know white if it's going to be a good idea, just because the case is white. This is pink, but the case is white. Well, you know what? It is what it is at this point, right? I can change it. I can always just peel this up if I don't like it. I should have done a different color. I didn't even think about that. That looks good. What do you guys think? Let me see if I have my earbuds with me. Here we go. I did bring it with me. I'm just going to take that off. Put that in there. I should hope that fits. Okay. Yeah, it does. I mean, I know it might be hard for you guys to see it on camera, but it really does stand out with that white case. This is perfect. We have this cutie little blank here, and I got this from Hobby Lobby. This video is brought to you by Hobby Lobby. You guys know me. I love Hobby Lobby, and I love buying their blanks, especially, well, I do love buying their blanks, but I love buying their home decor when they go on clearance. And this one was from their spring collection. I think maybe this year, and so it went 75% off, so I think I paid like what, $18, so that's 9, then half of 9 is $4.50, so about $4.50 maybe. And it had a cute little design on it, but it was not my style, but I loved the frame with the beaded work. So what I did is I just measured the width and then the height, or the length and the height, excuse me, and then I used craft board, white craft board, and of course you can use really anything that you want as far as the background. If you want it to be wood, you can add balsa wood. You can buy the wood that Cricut has, those little thin piece of, they're balsa wood too, but they have stained ones, but I wanted white on white, so that's why I did what I did. And this is going to go in my upstairs bathroom, in the primary bathroom. And I saw this SVG and thought this would be cute in my bathroom. And of course I will link the SVG file. I think I got this from Design Bundles, so just check out that description box and you will see. Let me make sure that I'm not, okay. You will see where I got it from. I'm just carefully weeding this just because there's a lot of small pieces, and this could be, you know, this could get ruined really quickly, given that I could pick up a letter and not even realize that. I mean, I feel like we've all been there, done that, where we like weeded it and then crinkled this all up, and then we realized, oh crap, we are missing a letter. And then you had to recut it or try to find it and salvage it, and sometimes it's just not it. You can't. So what I do is I just leave this here before I wrinkle it. I'm not saying I always do this, because sometimes I forget because I get going, but I leave that there, and then once I'm done weeding out the middles, I then look at my drawing here, and not the drawing, but the sign, and to ensure that I didn't accidentally forget anything like the dot to the I or the period or anything of that nature. So that is what I would suggest you to do. Save yourself the little headache. And then I'm just gonna, that was not supposed to be weeded out, whoopsie. Okay, that's all right. I think we will survive. This is a really cute design. I thought it would be really pretty in the bathroom. This is Tech Wrap vinyl, and when I need a really small, I have a lot of black and white vinyl, but when I have, from different brands I should say, but when I have a really intricate design such as this, when you have small lettering and these, look how small these little bubbles are, I now immediately go to Tech Wrap. It's funny, I never tried their vinyl, mainly because I like to buy vinyl when, like, only in person, right? So I can see what it looks like, what the color looks like. I hate having to wait for things to get shipped. Even Amazon, I hate waiting for it to ship. I just want it now. But that's okay. But anyway, so when they approached me to do videos for their channel, I said, sure, why not? And so they sent me a lot of their vinyl, and I was a converter. And I'm not saying that because I earn commission off of the things that you guys purchase at no cost to you guys, but honestly, I really do like it. And so I was telling my sister, I said, wow, Tech Wrap is a really good vinyl. And she's like, yeah, I use it all the time. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, why didn't you tell me about that? I've been struggling with these Cricut vinyls. So hopefully everyone is gearing up for Christmas. Let me know if you put your tree up. My tree usually used to. We only put our tree up after Thanksgiving, like that Saturday. That was always been a tradition. I think that we might have just a little bit of a coverage issue. We're going to have this exposed, but I'm okay with that because it will be fine. Now if that bothers you and you want it to be fully covered, by all means get a bigger piece, but for me, usually I can handle it with no problem. Okay, peeling that back, I'm just going to be mindful. It's mainly I want this to be covered because this is going to be harder to handle as opposed to something solid such as like that. So that I'm going to just move up just slightly, try to remember, you know, where. Okay. You know what, I think I need to go up just a smidge. Okay, I think. And I cut myself short. I guess I didn't go down further enough. That's all right because I have this little piece. I'm going to do a little engineering here and cut these apart and piece them together. This is our second to last project. Now the last project is a little bit involved. I'm excited to do that. My sitter's daughter is having a kid, and I wanted to make her a little something special. She does help out her mom a lot. A lot of the trips that my sitter takes the kids on, her daughter helps out quite a bit, and so for that I am so grateful for her help. I mean, she doesn't have to. She's taking time off of her day of work to help out her mom. Let me heat press. To help out her mom, you know, go to the library or, you know, wherever, take the kids wherever. And so I really appreciate that. I think that's so sweet of her to give up her time to help out her mom. So, and she took like the kids to a jumping place, and her daughter came and helped out with that. And so I appreciate her help. So I just wanted to do a little something special for her. Okay. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and try to get this placed in my blank here. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and scrape this down. I'm going to be mindful of the areas that is exposed, which are down here and here. So just want to be careful. So I'm going to use my fingers just to press that down so I don't accidentally scrape that. Peeling this back. I'm going to go slowly because I am peeling it off of craft board, which is essentially cardstock, so I want to be very careful. Looks like I left a little bit of a... Okay, got that. Okay. Sometimes going at an angle really helps because it minimizes the surface area that you're pulling off, at least in my mind. That's how it works. It could be completely wrong. Okay. Oh, it worked out great. I think that's so pretty. So I have another one of these just because I couldn't pass up the deal on this. And this is what it looks like. And the reason why I'm bringing it, and this is cute, but again, it's just not my decor, but the frame is, right? But I wanted to bring this in to the video because I wanted to show you that there is like some raised paint that's on here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is some type of paint or texture or whatever. This is like, I don't know, almost it feels like canvas. And I just want to show you that you can still use that stuff. Now, some I will tell you that you're going to have to sand it off, but because I didn't think it was necessary, I just put some craft board on it, and you guys would have never known, right? It looks flat. Now you can feel it when you press your fingers on it. You can feel that texture, but it doesn't look like there's any type of texture coming through, so it's kind of a win. Now, would I give this, if I were selling things, would I sell this? No, I would not. I would be afraid that, you know, the customer would see, because you can, I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can tell it kind of bows up a little bit right here. So I would not reuse this to sell it. Let's just put it that way. This would only be for personal uses. But there you go. That is the last vinyl craft, and I think, no, I lied. We have one more vinyl craft and iron on, and that will be it for this video. So kind of before and then after. Let me know which one you like. I mean, this one's cute, right? But again, it's just not my style. So we're going to do the last two iron-on projects. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a shirt for her daughter, and then just because I feel like I don't want her to be left out, and plus her daughter is super sweet, and she is so good to my daughter, and I want to do a little cute onesie for the baby to come. And what I did is I bought the shirt from Michael's. This was from Hobby Lobby. I got it on clearance, and I found I think this is from Creative Fabrica. And it just says little brother and big sister, and hers is going to be in this really pretty glitter iron-on, and his is going to be in a navy. Now there are some flowers, some retro flowers that I did end up just deleting because I didn't really want that to be part of the design. I just kind of wanted it to be, you know, basic, and I don't know if flowers is really her thing, and I don't know if the mom would want, I actually had it for the little brother too, and I don't know if she would want flowers. I saw her baby shower, and it looked like there was too many flowers going on in the gifts that she was given, excuse me, and so I thought that I just would turn that off, or actually I think I deleted it because I didn't think I needed it. Now the flowers were cute, but again, not really. Wasn't feeling it for both of the, and I wanted some consistency as well, so that is also why I just went ahead and omitted that. So get the middles here. Oh, there you go. So again, it says big sister, and then this one should say little brother. Now, I didn't have the little dot, the period, so what I did is I just used a circle in the basic images and sized it, and then attached it, I should say. I think I spoke to this in one of my previous videos. I think it was released actually this month, so in August, and I probably mentioned it again from a different video, but I really hate weeding iron-on. It is so ungratifying for me. I prefer to iron, or I prefer to weed adhesive vinyl. I will tell you what though, weeding iron-on for really small intricate designs, yes, I will do that, but I don't like doing it. It's just, I don't know why, I just don't find it very gratifying to weed iron-on. Get more gratification through adhesive vinyl. I know, I'm weird. It is easier, I will tell you that, but I like the challenge. So that just says little brother. How cute is that? Bring in my onesie first. I just was cleaning my table, my glass mat. There was some, I don't know, there's some tack that was on here and it got all sticky on my glass mat. So I ended up having to clean it, but then I realized it accidentally got all over my shirt. So that will dry out, it'll be fine. Okay, so this is a size 6 to 12 months, and I'm never one to buy newborn onesies. I feel like everyone just goes straight into buying newborn onesies, and let's speak to this real quickly. For those who've had kids, I thought that I wanted my daughter to be in these cute little onesies when she was born, so I ended up buying a lot. And I was given a lot too, so I didn't have to buy a whole lot, but oh my goodness, what a mistake. You just leave them be. You just let them be cute, be sleepy, whatever, and you just leave them be. Oh, those little babies, they're exhausting. Okay, I'm gonna peel that up. I cooled it down. I didn't like how it was kind of, I don't know, it didn't come up easily. So what I'm going to do is I'll place that liner back down and just apply a little bit more heat to this, just to make sure that it just stays down really well. And how cute would this be if she, you know, hers says big sister and this says little brother, and how cute would this be for a picture? I absolutely love that. Oh, okay, let's get hers ironed on. Right. Peeling this up very carefully, just making sure there's no lifting on the vinyl. And if there's minimal lifting, I'm going to try to get this liner off. I'd like to try to get it off and then just put parchment paper over it. Alright, that actually turned out pretty good. Oh my god, I love this color of shirt with this glitter vinyl. That is so pretty. You know what would be really cute is if they have puff vinyl that's glitter. That would be super swell. And yeah, let's bring in the other shirt to take a look at them together. I mean, how adorable. What do you guys think? I think this would be such a great picture if he was wearing it and then she was. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the last iron-on project. Now we're going to move into one larger project, and then that's it for this video. I told you we had a lot going on in this video. Okay, the last project. We are doing a birth announcements stats wood round, and we're going to do monthly little wood rounds as well. We're going to do that last, and I thought it would be kind of cute to put a little strap here at the top. And sorry, there's some stickiness from, there's a tag on it. This is from Michael's, and this is actually perfect because the width of the strap is the same width as, or same depth as the wood round. And I decided to do natural white now, or natural wood, instead of painting it. Now, I've done this on my channel before. I'm going to move that to the side and we can chat and weed at the same time. But I've done this on my channel before. And if I remember, I'll go ahead and link the video so you guys can see it. So you'll just have to watch it. I mean, it's a little different. This is definitely different than what I've done in the last video. Again, I'll just be sure to link that below for you all, so that way you can watch that one if you want to try to give a different perspective. In fact, I don't think it was a wood round. I'm trying to think of what it was. See, this is why I opt for tech wrap. Because, oh my goodness, this would be a little bit of a nightmare, I think, with a lot of vinyls. And you know, Caesar Easy Weed is such a oh my gosh, such a popular, I guess what I'm trying to say, it's such a popular vinyl to use amongst a lot of people, but I have had nothing but problems with their vinyl. So yeah, I am not an advocate of Caesar Easyweed. And the bad part is I bought a lot of it thinking, oh, this is gonna be perfect and I'll just use this, and I really should just try things out first before I go tenfold on buying a lot. But I'll get through it. It's not a big deal. I craft a lot, especially now that I have my YouTube channel. Okay, carefully weeding this out. Okay. Trimmed my transfer tape down to size, and I think what I'm going to do is just expose a little bit of the transfer tape and then create a little bit of a fold of the backer, so that way I have a little bit of a handle, and what that will do is just expose the transfer tape a little bit, and this will help me control the using that transfer tape a little bit better as opposed to it being completely exposed. So here's that little handle that I was referring to, and then I think what I'll do is I always work better this way than I do the other way. So then what I'll do is I'll place this right here. Am I over? I think I need to go, oh, hopefully it didn't stick. Yep, it's stuck. Oh no. Guys, no. Okay. Okay, no big deal. What I'll do is, I did not go over far enough, which is fine. As you can see, it's a little exposed right there. I accidentally realized that after I already put it down, and that's alright, I'll just get a little piece here, and boom, done. Not a problem. Gosh, I almost had a mini panic attack. Hopefully I got that on straight. Bring in my blank here. And I like this natural wood with some white vinyl, especially when I don't know what the decor is in the nursery room, and this would fit in with really anything. Now the theme of her shower was, I don't know what the theme was, but it was yellow, I want to say, and you know, I don't know if that's what her sister chose or, you know, whatever. So I just decided to go with some neutral colors, some white and some natural wood. That way it would fit in no matter what. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oop, goodness. Perfect. So I don't know if it's coming, if it's hard to see on camera, but it is really good to see in person. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to move that away so I have some more room here. And I'm going to weed this out, and this is going to take some time. And I think what I'll do is I'll weed out one on camera, and then we'll place it on there, and then either I'll fast forward through the rest. Labor of love, but it turned out super adorable. I had an internal debate while I was weeding everything, and as I was weeding everything and applying, I kept on going back and forth. I actually stopped. I don't know if you noticed in the video, but I stopped and looked at the SVG because I was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing the S. And so, because it should be 2 months, right? So I checked and no, there was no S at the end of the month, the word month. So the question is it 6 months or 6 months? Like, you're a 6-month-old baby, right? But she's 6 months old. So I guess either one is right. Let me know in the comment section which one you think it should be. Should it have the S? I think when I did the first video, when I did something like this, I had the S at the end, but this design did not. So it is what it is. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to worry about that too much. And I had realized when I was cutting things apart that I cut off the T, but I still think that looks really cute, so I just went ahead and kept it anyways. But here they are. They also, so with the pack that I had, it came in at 16, I had 3 left over, so I can use that for something else, maybe a Christmas ornament or something to that effect. So we have the birth stats that she can either write or she can give back to me and I can put some vinyl on there. And then we have Sweet Baby, and then I also wanted to point out we have 1 month all the way to 12 months, and then we have 1 year as well. So you could do 12 months, you could do the 12-month, or you could do the 1 year. Okay, that is the last project I have for this video. I'm going to try to fit everything in. I know not everything's going to get fit into the screen here or into the frame, but I do want to bring in the whole collection so we can see what we worked on today. Can everyone see what the outlier is in this whole craft project? The coin purse. I was just looking as I'm putting everything together. We got a lot of pinks, we got a lot of whites and natural wood and some gold, and I just feel like the one that's just standing out is this one. Anyways, well, here they all are. The one thing that we are missing is the larger sign, so that I couldn't fit into the frame, but we all know what that looks like. If not, go ahead and rewind it. But anyways, I love how everything turned out. I would have to say my favorite craft project, I don't know, I really do love this. I mean, this just actually really, I'm actually quite proud of about the sizing. It really fit in there pretty good, but I do like my lunch bag. Despite the fact that I have it a little off-centered, you know, if it's not off-centered, it's not done by me, right? But I feel like we all can relate to that, but I really do like that. And again, it just looks like it was infused into the lunch bag. So anyways, I'm excited to give these gifts to the mama-to-be and of course her daughter, and then of course the shirt. I'm excited that I just added this little, just a little touch to this shirt, and I think it really stands out. Again, look at your wardrobe. If you can afford to go out and buy new shirts, you know, blank shirts, and add your vinyl, just look at what you have and see what you can add on there if you want to have fun doing that. And of course, this little bathroom sign, I'm excited to put this into our primary bathroom. It's going to look really cute in that bathroom. Well, that is all I have for you. I know it's a little mix of everything, but I had to get these off my to-do list. I have like 6 other videos or something like that to get done this weekend, so I'm glad to get this done and out of the way. All right, thanks guys for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.